Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of Wrestle Talk with Bear and B-Dub on another edition of B-Dub's Thoughts. On this episode, we will be reviewing the Silver Edition, the 25th anniversary of the greatest spectacle in sports entertainment. Bigger than the World Series, bigger than the Super Bowl, bigger than the NBA Finals, bigger than the Stanley Cup, bigger than the World Cup, bigger than the Masters. WrestleMania, where the real athletes are. Ones that go on over 300 days a year, not just for 6 to 8 months. Yeah, I said it. So, WrestleMania 25. Well, one, the highlight was Stone Cold being inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 25 is in Houston, Texas. Big crowd also. Another big crowd. And, the matches, this was a good WrestleMania.
From top to bottom, I do believe it's one of the, some WrestleManias, they have matches you remember, but this one from top to bottom, it was pretty decent. Yeah,
it was well booked. You had the Money in the Bank ladder match, of course, which, of course, had some highlights. Who won it? Who did win it that year?
You don't remember? If you don't know, it's the Enigma, the High Flyer, the Face Painter.
No, because he wasn't in it. It was CM Punk won it again.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here like, who won it that year?
But it was. You look at that type of match and you just.
I knew who won it. Calm your nerves. You saying you looked at the WrestleMania, but you don't even remember who won it. Anyway, that it was a good WrestleMania. But you know what disappointed me?
What is it?
That 25 Battle
Royal,
the crown Miss WrestleMania, only to be won by Santina.
Santina. Look,
really? I mean, I expected
Space Fella,
Sonny, or somebody serious. A real WrestleMania diva. Not Santina. Come on now. Transvestite. One of my favorite matches, which I don't know if it was yours, but seeing the guys I watched wrestle come back, when I was very young, where they had the 3-on-1 against one of my favorites, Chris Jericho, where he took on Roddy Piper, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. The first two, Piper and Snuka, got eliminated early. And you got a chance to really see Steamboat, who Jericho idolized, Right. He idolized him as Savage. And everybody remembers the performance Ricky put on with Macho Man WrestleMania 3. Probably the best, up until, at least in my opinion, up until, at this time during the night, it was the best WrestleMania match.
What?
We'll go into that.
What? Wait, let's stop right there. We go. Steamboat versus Savage, rockin' Hollywood. Then we go here. But how do you skip Rock and Hulk Hogan?
No.
How?
No.
How?
No.
It's Triple H and
Steve. I'm trying to tell you. Did you see Steamboat and Savage?
No. I'm not. Don't get me wrong.
It was the best. It can still be considered the best WrestleMania matches. Do you know how many near falls was in that match? The back and forth.
Okay, let's go out there because I know people are gonna comment. So you think The Rock and Hogan is where's that at in your book? Just in your book, in your opinion. This is solely your opinion.
5. It was just energy.
I'm shocked. This is not
the wrestling match was what made Steamboat and Savage the number one.
I can say that.
They was on the same headline. They was on the same card with Hulk and Andre.
Well,
and they outshined them.
Oh yeah.
So it was. I mean, come on now. Anyway,
but
that's another debate.
Yeah, that's another debate.
This was a good side match. Mickey Rourke gets to hit Jericho in the mouth. Big deal. The Extreme Rules match. A match I had been waiting to see between Matt and Jeff Hardy. I was just mad because, I'm going to tell you, when Matt hit him with the DDT, I had blinked my eyes. When I remember watching this match, I had blinked my eyes or looked down, eating my food. Next thing I know, Jeff was in the ground. Whatever I was doing, I was like, what happened? It was like, oh, he hit him with the DDT on the chair. 1, 2, 3. This was a good match, though. You know, two brothers going at it. It was just 9 years ago where they had made their WrestleMania debut in the Triangle Ladder match, and now they were using ladders against each other. So.
I didn't. Well, my opinion, I didn't like that ploy because that they're one of the few that's actual brothers, actually, and I really think that match was quick because they didn't like that storyline.
They did. They said their dream was to face each other. It wasn't a quick match.
I mean, I didn't like the match.
Well, I thought we watched the WrestleManias together, Steve.
We did. I mean, that's my opinion. I didn't like.
Okay, you say you didn't like it. Don't say they didn't like it.
I just have a feeling.
At Mike Hardy brand, Jeff Hardy brand, you guys on Twitter, are you watching this? You say you didn't like the match.
I'm just saying. I'm just like, as a fan, I'm a Team Extreme fan. And I just didn't like that.
You got all the DVDs?
I have one.
You had the arm sleeve?
No.
Did you do like this?
No. Okay.
You sure?
I'm the Rock.
I remember seeing you hit the Swanton bomb off of the cage, off of the fence, off your neighbor's fence.
Oh, wow. Really? Really? Yeah. Oh, there was that? Okay.
My bad.
Let me get something
I hope your mom ain't watching this, because I hate to see her... I hate to see you get a beating.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, look, I'm a fan, but I'm not a big fan. But
Steve had his own backyard wrestling federation. They asked me to join. I said, nah, don't try this at home.
Hey, we had that on the front lawn. You know, hey.
Front lawn. Federation.
Front lawn. We had our own belts at the... I'm not getting into that. Let's get back to that. We were creative, okay? We would do it. See? Why are you making... You just bad.
I don't call going to Kmart buying your belt creative.
Wait a minute. Hold. We had that one belt, and the other belt was cut out of cardboard and put sparkles on it and had the little money symbol. It was hard. I'm telling you.
He thought he was on SmackDown. Here comes the pain where he created his own belt.
Hey, when you're 9 years old and you don't have no job and your parents is poor, you know what I'm saying? They making $40K a year. They ain't gonna give you no $20 with no belt. You gotta make one. You know
you're right. You're right.
See, now you getting all off.
I mean, Matt and Jeff did the same thing though. You saw the video.
I saw the video, and he had their own ring now. That's a little. Their mom helped him with that. I mean, come on.
They died, so.
I mean,
see, that's the second one. You missed the boat on that one.
Hey, I am not there, so
it's okay.
It's okay. I'm just filling in.
But so, like I said, that's enough for that match. It was extreme. It was pretty good. JBL and Rey Mysterio. JBL comes in as the Intercontinental Champion. Match over like that. JBL quits.
Rey Mysterio's makeup took longer than that match, probably.
What did he come? He came in as Avatar.
Avatar, yep.
Yeah, it's funny. He always say he comes in as different characters. Remember he came in as a Joker a couple years ago.
Yeah. I liked him. I like how they gave him. I don't like how they gave him the belt because he could have earned it in a better match. I don't know. I don't know.
But I think JBL was just ready to leave. Because remember they was in Texas and he kind of spit in the face of Texas and was like. That's by the time he was saying, now hailing from New York City.
Right.
I always found that funny when they changed it where they're from. Maybe, if I get in the business, I won't say I'm from Baltimore. I might say I'm from, I don't know, Kakalaki, California.
You might say like how the rest of the rich black folk go to PG County like it's another state or something. Where are you from? PG?
Alright, we can't lose the fans. Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Now, what I was saying, that up until this, the man who was in the best WrestleMania match of all time had wrestled earlier. But on that night, I remember sitting there and I said, that's it. That right there the best WrestleMania match, which Undertaker and Shawn Michaels wrestled back and forth, and just it was over.
Yeah. You know what that brought me? That match brought me back because I was yelling like it was 99.
Yeah, because everybody was debating in the room that night.
Yeah, it's like we had Drew, our cousin Drew.
Your nephew was there.
Your nephew. And he was looking at us like, he's like, they're yelling like we should be yelling. I was like, because that type of match, you can't have that type, you can't recreate that type of hype. Even the hype was good. The entrances was good when Shawn Michaels came down from the heavens, as it would be, and had the white robe and the white hair.
Symbolizing good versus evil.
And I was, Shawn Michaels is very religious, and everybody knows this. And that, I was just looking at, like, my mouth was just dropping because I was just like, he could actually do this. I was like, yo, yeah,
You were so excited.
I was so excited.
I told you Shawn wasn't going to win.
I was.
Shawn, you're good, but you're not that good. You're too emotional.
Oh, man. He was breaking a sweat. He was just like, oh, wait a minute. No. You should have heard him.
It was close. But
you should have heard him.
It was a good match, but moving on, the triple threat match for the World Championship, which was Edge, Big Show, and Cena. This one right here, pretty much, felt like Cena won. That was it. It was annoying. Like, did he have to win at another WrestleMania?
And he gave it to him again.
Right.
Basically.
So.
And if you look at it from another aspect, you show how strong Cena was.
Yeah, and last but not least, Randy Orton and Triple H for the title had a great build-up, only for Triple H to just like beat him and then pin him. It's like you did all that talking and hatred, and then next thing you know, it wasn't even a contest.
Really? I mean, I thought it was going to be more, maybe he was going to turn heel type of thing and turn how Bret Hart did Stone Cold at WrestleMania 13 type of, he's going to
double switch.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that was going to happen. I mean, he beat up the whole family before, but
I mean, you could, McMahon does that type of double switching though.
But it wouldn't have made sense. But we got one more WrestleMania, and that'll be WrestleMania 26, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Wrestle Talk with Bear and B-Dub on this edition of B-Dub's Thoughts, and we will be joining you on our next episode where we go over WrestleMania 26.